Hey guys, Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Hope everybody's having a good Evolving Skies week and looking forward to the Evolving Skies weekend. Big release this set. A lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good EVs getting pulled and, big flying dragons coming out of packs. So that's real good. Awesome set. It's going to be fun. But I was thinking about a buy that I had. I was just sitting here. It's early. I don't even have the lights all on or anything. I just want to plop down and make a quick video here and tell you guys a little story. Because I was thinking about a buy on my way over here that I had the other day, and it's very weird. One of the weirdest buys I've had here recently. So, it's just a weird situation. So, this middle-aged couple comes in with a binder of Pokemon stuff, and they had, I'm assuming their son. It could have been, I'm going to say, adult son. And they had this binder. They did not look like they were the Pokemon type. When people come in, you can kind of get the feel. You start asking them questions, talking about them, and try to get some information out of them. Like, they've had these stuff in their collection for a while. Are they collectors? They have any interest in this kind of stuff? Where'd you find it? What's the story behind it? And so you kind of get a feel for people that come in. And so this couple came in, and they gave me a binder, and it was an interesting range of cards. It was mostly E-Series stuff. Aquapolis, Expedition, of course Skyridge, all this kind of stuff. And that's kind of what was the bulk of what was in their binders. And it's really weird. I'm like, this is a weird range of cards. Like, this is not a typical collection that comes in. Normally it's, you get all the sets before that, maybe some other, like, Neo stuff, sprinkled in there. It's just very odd for you to have this specific time in Pokemon's history, which was not a very popular time, that you have stuff that you're bringing in. So it's just weird. It was a weird situation. I'm looking through it, and they have every common and uncommon and rare. Just multiples. Pages of the same common in these binders. And I'm like, okay, well, weird. Like, and the pages didn't feel old. They felt like they were new, like they had just bought these and put these cards in these. But the cards were very clean. Like, even the commons and uncommons, very few whitening on the back. The hollows were very clean. A couple hollows that they did have, and it was weird because they had multiple hollows of the same hollow, but nothing crazy or amazing. There was a couple that was worth $40-50. It was just a weird collection, and every time I'd look at it and pull a hollow out and look at check the condition of it, they'd look at each other and go, oh yeah, huh, what do you think about that one? And they'd make comments like that all the way through the buy, and it was just like, hey, I got something cool. I bet you don't see a collection like this every day. I was like, probably not. Let me see. That's like what they opened with. So I was like, okay, all right, let's see what they got. But it's just kind of like, all right, they sort of, Skyridge, E-Series commons and uncommons are valuable, of course. Everything has value just because of the scarcity of the age range. So, okay, I'm looking through the binder, and, I'm pricing it out. And yeah, they're like, oh, I saw that one. That's the one that you looked up the other day, right? And it's like, it's just a rare. It wasn't anything. It wasn't even a hollow. It was just a rare. It's like, okay, I see where this is gonna go. You already know. These people obviously think they have, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of cards, and realistically, it was, again, E-Series stuff. They did have some good hollows in there. It was probably, maybe $500 worth of stuff. And I went through it all, and, I'm trying to get information out of them. And apparently they buy storage lockers, or somebody had this in storage, or whatever whatever the story is. And they just brought them in there, which, again, didn't make sense because all these were in 9-page, like in a binder, in the 9 pockets. And I was flipping through it, and it just feels too new. There's no, if this is in storage, it'd be all dusty, at least. It's very weird. It's just everything was very clean. Even the cards were clean. But ultimately, obviously, I knew this was kind of a waste of time at that point. After I got about halfway through it, I was like, all right, well, let's do the due diligence and give them a ballpark range, and at least give them some information so when they do, if they want to go sell them or take them somewhere else, they don't get completely taken advantage of or whatever. So I'm telling them, this is very rare stuff. This is this set symbol with the mountain with the halo around it. That's the Skyridge set, and that's the most rare underprinted set of Pokemon. And they're like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's like they were receiving it, but it wasn't nothing they haven't already known. So I was like, okay, well, and I threw my offer out there, and of course they immediately said, no. It's like, well, did you have an idea of what you wanted? And they were just, well, we've been looking these up, and a lot of those cards, $1,000 a piece. I was like, well, it's the age old like. Graded cards and anything on eBay, and then people just look up a card and the listings pop up and they just immediately go, oh well, that's got to be what it's worth. And this is the one I got. This is the one, even though it's not maybe not a holo or maybe something from a different set, or a versus just a regular holo, stuff like that. That just people that if you didn't know would make these kind of mistakes. So it's just I get to thinking of just like those people probably thought I was trying to rip them off, and I wasn't being honest or evaluating their stuff very clearly. And it's just a weird concept, and a lot of people think take something to an LGS, they're gonna hose you and they're gonna rip you off, and they're not gonna be fair. They're not gonna tell you the truth, and it's there's more to it when you go to buy an item than more to it than just the value of something, or at least what you think the value is. So a lot of the times people bring in let's do I kind of prepared a little bit. I'm gonna do 3 examples of something that's a $2,000 collection. Let's say $2,000 collection, or $2,000 worth of Pokemon cards. And there's 3 different ways that they typically come in. Somebody calls on the phone, they say, hey, I got $2,000 worth of Pokemon. And then, you're okay, cool. If you want to bring it in, we'll take a look at it. We'll price it out for you, and we'll see what we can do on it. And, they'll come in, and they'll be bringing something like this. I'm going to take you guys for a little tour of the back here. This is very rarely seen by the common public, the back of the store here. Just kind of our little storage area warehouse where we keep all the extra stuff. And they come in, and those folks with $2,000 and Pokemon collections bring me big collections like this. All right, here's my $10,000 or $2,000 in Pokemon, and it's 10,000 Pokemon, or 20,000 in just commons and uncommons. Just you run of the mill like that. Yeah, reverses, just everything all mixed together. Nothing's organized. Nothing's just this is a bulk purchase that we buy at bulk prices. And we do calculate it by weight. So we'll take the cards out, put them on a scale, and then we know the range of where $100 or 100 cards is weight wise, and then we multiply that divided by how many they got, or the ounces that the thing weighs, and we get how many there are, and then we give them a value. Basically, we buy cards for 2 cents a piece for store credit, and $1 or a penny per card if you just want to do cash. So that's if we go through all that process and then tell these people, hey, it's going to be whatever amount, and they're like, what any one of these cards is at least 10 cents a piece. How are you only going to give me? And it's like, well, I got to sell all these cards. It's a lot of work. I got to go through. I got to organize. I got to set sort them. I got to do all that stuff. It takes time to go through all this stuff. That's why we're paying bulk on it. That's just how it is. The amount of effort that I have to put in to get my money back out is a lot. I got to be able to pay for that and justify that. And most people that understand, they know, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Or they'll be upset and they'll just leave, and be like, all right. There's nothing I can do to convince those people to sell to me. There's nothing I can say that's going to be enough information for them to feel okay with that thing. And then, you get these people that go on, and they'll go on, Google and Facebook, and leave you bad reviews and just badmouth you and say that you're ripping people off. And then, maybe that's just the way they see it. That, if you're only getting 20 to 30%, or 10 to 20% of the value of what something is, yeah, they're probably going to think, they're ripping you off. But there's more than one way to get $2,000 worth of cards. Here's a recent buy that we just did. Let me put you guys back down. And just kind of give you an idea of, another idea of what $2,000 in cards looks like. This little big collection here. We took them out of the binders, obviously, but yeah. And we got all kinds of good stuff in here. Some stuff is maybe $1, $5. A lot of these guys aren't something crazy. They even have like just common stuff in here. But yeah, this is $2,000 worth of cards. There's a lot of commons, And you'll break them down, and people have these big binders, and obviously somebody that has a lot of V's and GXs and stuff, obviously they busted a ton of packs, and that's tons of money that they're putting into this stuff, and they're gonna get back, not a large percentage of that, because again, these cards are $1, $2 a piece. I'm gonna pay you 40 to 60 cents a piece maybe on these guys. So it just kind of give you an idea of like what we're doing here. Again, effort, the value. Not every $2,000 isn't created equal, because somebody else can say, I have $2,000 in Pokemon cards and bring me these. That's the same value. See what I'm saying? I'm going to be more aggressive on these because these are only two things I have to worry about. I can sell these and get my money back and whatever profit I'm making, and be happy with that. So this takes still, it's better than bulk, but still it's going to take me large amounts of time. Again, I got to process all this stuff. I got to put it on our website and sell the singles on that. And I may never sell all these cards. Like this. What is it? A rare fossil. What can I reasonably pay on a rare fossil that I'm never going to sell this card? I will never sell this card. Maybe it's a reverse, maybe, but more than likely I'm never going to sell that card. So obviously I can't sink tons of money in this stuff, and that's kind of, people don't understand as a business, and and they get confused. They're like, man, I got hundreds of dollars, I got thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon. What are you doing? Only giving me a couple $100 or whatever. It's just like that's just, you got to think about the value and the time and the effort that I have to put into this stuff. And it's something that you can take away too if you go and buy collections, and you just say, hey, I pay 50% on anything you got. Well, that's a good profit margin. That's a good place to be at. But if you're buying things at 50% value, I'm gonna start bringing you stuff, because I could dump all these V's and all this stuff on you that are these $3, $4 cards, and if you're going to be paying me $2 a piece, that's what I'm going to be getting on my website anyways. So yeah, let's go. As this is kind of the same kind of thing. Maybe my effort and your effort is different, and you value your time different than I value my time or my employees' time, or whatever. And maybe that might work for you, but yeah, just as a business, it's got to scale appropriately. And again, something, if you go out and buy a collection, and says, oh, probably got a couple $1,000 in Pokemon, he's like, you got to ask, in what way? Do you have like a binder of holos? Do you have maybe a big collection that you've had since you were a kid, that you just have commons and uncommons and all that stuff mixed in? What are we talking here? You got graded stuff? What are we talking here? So just some kind of perspective from both sides that give you an idea of when people say, hey, this LGS is a ripoff, they only gave me 40%, 50% of my stuff, or whatever. Yeah, that kind of stuff is it's relative, and it all is you gotta break it down to where it makes sense for you to put in the time. So again, just something I was thinking about when I was coming in, and thought I would make a little weird video. So I appreciate you guys again. Appreciate you guys supporting the store, supporting the channel. Appreciate you all. We'll see you guys in the next one.